Hello guys, OzMan here. This is Peuerbach and War and Glory. We've got to stop matching these guys. This is the second war I've had against War and Glory in roughly a 7-day period. Crystal Warrior matched them last week and pretty similar result, to be fair. 82 to 86 in their favor. The 3-star count was 23 to 26. They had a slight town hall advantage. Not so much up top, more in the middle. They had, I think, 9.5s coming out of their ears. They had like 5 or 6 9.5s that we couldn't cover. So we did struggle to clear their 9s, but they, as you can see, had very little issue. They only left 2 of our 10s. And 2 starred our 11s. We had a bit of trouble up top. I had a terrible attack. Left 3 for 4 10s and like a 9.9, whatever you want to call that. Did clear the 9s, but it took us, in fact, I think we had 2 dips to get the 9s done. Good war and glory, all class. What can you do? They're too strong of a clan to be giving up any sort of advantage to, is how I would put it. So if you match them, hope it's in your favor, because they're tough. I'll run 4 attacks, I think. I'll show 4 from this war. We'll start on number 24. Magic D. Hog, Queen Walk. Couple of loons, loads of whizzies, loads of wall breakers, couple of heal spells, 2 rage, and a few poison. He's going to start his Queen Walk in, make the funnel so she heads north. That minion, if it does its job, is going to clear a couple of buildings, which should force her into the base if he uses his wall breaker as well. Hopefully she goes north here. And yeah, once that mortar's down. So Queen's going to head north, 1 test wall breaker and a couple to back that up. And she's in. She should now pull the CC. I think he has, if I remember this one right, he had a golem in the CC and he's still got 9 whizzies and some wall breakers to take care of the enemy heroes down south. Gonna rage up the Queen. Really good Town Hall 9 bases. Tesla's ruin attacks when you fight War and Glory. Some really good designs. There's the Golem. Wizzy's into funnel. He'll drop his king. And that Queen and king are quite exposed, so it should be no issue. Pekka in the CC. And he's going to need the ability and a poison just to sort that out. He's used another rage on the Queen, but that's all safe. He can probably start in with his hogs now. He's just going to trickle him in across all the defenses along the southeast side. On another note, I think everyone knows this is ban week. It seems like everyone in the modding and botting community has been copping bans all week, so Supercell was not bluffing. Yeah, interesting times. I've got friends who play with mods. I've been in chats with people who are in the mod community for a long time. And, you know, to be fair, there's fair play people out there that hate modders. I'm not one of those. They bring a different aspect to the game as long as they play amongst themselves. I suppose where the news is fantastic is fair play clans can actually claim fair play because all these closet idiots will no longer be in the closet. Nice attack, Magic D. So yeah, closet modding, rest in peace. Not sure how I feel about the other thing, because they brought us some cool attacks, and some wicked strategies. But it's nice to know where we stand. Yeah, we'll move on. 21, this is Ghost Town. Go Vaho. This is the OP strategy at the moment, if you haven't already noticed. Town Hall 9s are getting wiped mainly with this. Quite often using the double jump. He's only got a single jump here, a couple of heal spells, it's 13 hogs, 5 elks, probably a golem in the CC, but we'll see. Queen's going to come in here from 3 o'clock, and she will remain safe under heal, and the healer should stay out of range of that air defense. From there, the CC should get pulled, and she's going to sort of take out at least 2 double giant bomb spots by the time his queen's done walking around. War and Glory, good bases, but they also know one of the nice things about matching a nice clan, like a good clan, is that when they make a base, they match the CC troops to the base. So I can't remember if this was a fresh hit or not, but if as much as a poison spell does to witches and archers, if you don't know that's in there, that can be a real pain. So his queen survived, not a lot going to threaten her up there. The air defenses might hit the healers in a second, but he's already started his king in with some Valkyries, kill squad. They've hit a bomb, but the heal should keep them up. They're straight onto the enemy queen, and I believe they get the enemy king here in a second as well. Golem's stuck on a cannon, and he's already trickling in hogs. Bit of a surgical up top. Giant's going to tank that wizard tower. Those hogs shouldn't hit anything too big. Doesn't really look like a bomb spot up there. They catch a few spring traps. Queen's ability needed. Golem is now tanking Tesla. Those hogs should track wide of any danger near that air defense, and he's still had a couple left. Once this air defense goes down, he can drop a loon down south. Probably on that Wizzy tower. And it's pretty much clean up from here. So between Peuerbach and Crystal Warrior, we've had a real mix of wars lately. We both matched War and Glory. Had a couple of what you'd consider farm wars. I think the last Peuerbach recap I did was Grand Witch Auto. They were a good clan, not quite strong enough, but they did fairly well. We're in another farm war at the moment in Peuerbach, which we show, I think, 13. Eloon. 9.5, this is 13 was... Obviously, they didn't have the Inferno Tower. Some of these bases had the extra traps. Most often, it was offense that the 9.5s had sort of a little bit of an advantage on. So 33 Queen. I won't check this guy, but he probably had max Hogs or max Valkyries. They know what they're doing, War and Glory, in terms of upgrade and order. So the Queen's going to come in here from 9 o'clock. The Queen's got healers, and I like this attack because he sends a golem in with a couple healers, poison down for the enemy Queen. He's got Wizzies in there to funnel. And the King sort of gets distracted here by the Skellies and the enemy King. So the Queen's just beating on that golem, but because it's under heal, it survives long enough and distracts the Queen long enough that he can rage everything up, and the King goes in and finally gets her. While that was all going on, there was a dragon pulled from the CC and loons that went down. So pretty much from sort of 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock has been wiped, and he's just got to get his hogs around this base without losing too many. So kind of 3 hogs on each defense, surgical fashion. Pre-healing bomb spots and springs everywhere. and where it's almost not quite a dead spot in the middle, but Expo, CC, and a few other defenses in sort of a strange compartment, but there wasn't much in there. I think one giant bomb. And we're already on cleanup. Good attack. Chatted to couple of the guys are in a chat I'm in from War and Glory, and they said, sorry about the continuous mismatching. And I said, my bottom hurts. Please stop beating clans I'm in. I'll show one more here from Mang. Yeah, this is a 5 healer queen walk, 15 hogs, 1 golem, loads of wall breakers. And this one just about speaks for itself. You'll see the queen will have space. Mang loves this attack. He zaps 1 Inferno Tower, and this kind of brings the queen walk. Well, it gives the queen a lot more space and certainly a lot more time to take out the portion of the base, and he'll get the enemy queen. He's got the enemy king. He will pull the CC here, and with the 5 healers and a couple, she's under rage there. No real threat. Ability used. Poison will take out some of the CC. Does he drop the poison? He does on the dragon. And he's already started his funnel down south with a couple of golems, wizzies everywhere. King has finally been dropped. And his king now just has to take out sort of that 5 o'clock compartment. He's got a few hogs in there just to help out in terms of taking down those defenses. 40 king's going to rage up, head towards that Inferno Tower. And his queen is still just walking around. And this is it's 3 spells worth just to take out that Inferno Tower, but it just means he doesn't have to waste anything to keep her alive. So he's tripped the double bomb, and he's only got a couple of hogs left. And you think, how is he going to get this base at this point? But a 40 king, a multi-Inferno Tower, and nothing else is really going to hit that king. Nothing of any massive power. Wizzy Tower is not going to do much. Once that Inferno Tower goes down, he can drop those last couple hogs, and it's just clean up. Mang's attack style baffles me. He is miles clear of my thought process on this game. He had a golem stuck on a wall, and he still got that. But he really breaks a base down into sort of compartments and then just picks them apart. And it's awesome to watch. Anyway, guys, I won't dwell on the loss too long. Thanks again for another beating War and Glory. We will hopefully see you again soon, and not too soon. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.